You dig what I'm saying? If they all dollars, I'm a counterfeit. Yeah, wanted money, I couldn't enjoy class.
It's your boy, yadiiiig, 4 I's, 2 G's, and today we're here with Flop or Not, a new series I'm starting where basically I'll go through the projected sales for the recent releases and give my opinions on whether the artist flopped or not, as well as my quick thoughts and opinions on the album, as I know you guys are interested and want to know my thoughts, but I don't always want to do some big review on every release. And don't worry, this series won't replace my other videos, but it's always good to have some smaller videos I can pump out quickly to give you guys more content. But enough talking, let's dive right in. Also guys, you know how it goes, follow me on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Also subscribe if you haven't, and please turn on notifications as well. But let's get it. And kicking it off, we have Lil Yachty, who is projected to sell 55 to 60k with Teenage Emotions. Flop or not? No, this is definitely not a flop, but at the same time these numbers aren't amazing. They're enough to where you can comfortably say that he didn't flop, but it's not that huge statement that Yachty would have wanted to make. Why? Well, think of it, this is a climax of 2 huge top 10 singles, another platinum single of Yachty's, countless controversies, a massive hype cycle, and his self-proclaimed status as the king of the youth. So as a result of all that, he needed the numbers to back up that claim and make a statement about his place in the game. And these numbers fall short of that. Think of the Migos selling 130k first week with Culture. That was a statement. After selling 15k first week with Young Rich Nation, people doubted them and then they bounced right back and they went on this huge run and really proved themselves. Also, Kodak Black was able to do 70k first week, and as the first of the newer school to release an album, Kodak really set the benchmark, and those were really great numbers, and it put the pressure on the likes of Yachty, Uzi, 21 Cardi with their debuts to be pushing in that 100k range to keep up with the pack. So whilst Yachty didn't flop, they aren't numbers that really put him as a leader of this generation, and they definitely don't make that huge statement that he would have wanted them to do. And secondly, we get to Bryson, who is projected to sell between 110k and 130k. Flop or not? Definitely not. And I personally think this is a win for Tiller. Although I could have definitely seen him doing more because of how big he has become, for a project that didn't have any huge singles leading up to it, and that was released earlier than expected on a day where 2 other prominent artists, Yachty and Gucci, were releasing, those numbers are good, and it really proves that he established a real fan base off the back of Trap Soul. And I expect this album to keep selling really well as time goes on and the singles begin to grow. Remember, Trap Soul only sold 22k in its first week, and then that went on to go platinum. And I don't know if this project will do that well, but because it was released early, expect the sales to continue to come in as the singles begin to connect. So overall, a win for Bryson. And moving on to my quick thoughts on both the projects, did Yachty flop quality wise on Teenage Emotions? Definitely not. Although this is not on the level of Lil Boat for me, it definitely wasn't a bad project, and on more than a few tracks he was really able to deliver that charm and that energy that we all look for in a good Yachty track. However, there were just too many fucking songs. I don't know why Yachty would think it's good to include 21 tracks on this, but it's just too fucking long. Plus, why is there that other shit interlude with the same beat as lame N-words from Playboi Carti? That was just pointless. And I want to give a quick shout out to the lyrics on Priorities that made me cringe throughout the whole fucking track. But getting to my favorite tracks, Forever Young, the collaboration with Diplo really surprised me, and I thought that track went over really well. And Mama was really touching as well, and a nice way to end the album. Overall, my thoughts on the album are similar to my thoughts on his sales. Was it that debut that he would have wanted to cement him as a leader of this generation? No. But was it a decent effort with a few really strong standouts? Yes, and I think it kind of proved that Yachty is here to stay. And next we move on to Bryson Tiller's album, and Tiller for me has always kind of been that artist where I'm not going to play him every day or even every week, but sometimes I get in that mood to listen to Trap Soul and it goes over really well. And to keep it 100 with you guys, admittedly it's normally when I'm crushing or thinking about a girl, or you know, going through a situation with a female where I might chuck on some Bryson or I might chuck on some Party Next Door to simp for a minute, but we've all been there and we know how it goes. This album here I kind of feel the same about. I can't imagine playing this a lot, but that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with it. Is it generic? Yes. Does Tiller do anything special on this album? Not really, but I can't hate on it because it's what I've come to expect from Bryson. If you enjoyed Trap Soul, you will probably enjoy this, and if you hated Trap Soul, this new album probably won't change your opinion on Tiller. Overall, a decent album just like Yachty's. Alright guys, that's all from me today. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if there's anything I can do differently to improve this series next time. Please like, subscribe and follow me on all social medias for more.